like to read this passage or part it? Let's do every paragraph. Who wants to start with the first paragraph? So what is Thanksgiving all about?
I can read it if you want, Professor.
Sure, go ahead, Orlando.
So what is Thanksgiving all about? Depends on who you ask. I know that history is important, and every major holiday starts as an event or series of events that happened in the past, and then as we tell the story of our history. It depends on who is telling the story and their perspective. Oh, it appears read more. Give me a
Of
second.
what really happened. Finish it. Okay. Mahadin, you want to read the next paragraph?
America, they had to fight to survive. The long trip over on the Mayflower, my ancestor Thomas Rogers was on this ship and the other two ships. There was a lot of sickness and they came to this land with no knowledge of how to live on it.
All right, next paragraph. Who wants to read? It was the Wampanoag Indians in 1621 who helped the first wave of Puritans arriving on our shores, showing them how to plant crops, forage for wild foods, and basically survive. The first official mention of a Thanksgiving celebration occurs in 1637. So that's 15 years or 16 years after the first landing. That's a long time to wait for a celebration. So if you are coming to a new land, you need the help of those who are in it. And this uneasy alliance did not come without adversity and conflict. But this is my take on it, and is said well in the article I quoted above. Does anybody want to read?
We do not need that illusions of a vast unity to actually unite people today. Instead, we can focus simply on values that apply to everybody. Togetherness, generosity, and gratitude. And
Good.
we can't make the day about what everybody wants to talk and think about anyway, the food. Continue, teacher.
Yes, please.
Thank you, teacher. People, okay. Oh, so sorry. People may not realize it, but what every person in this country share, and the very history of these nations has been in front of us the whole time. Most of our Thanksgiving recipe are made with indigenous food, turkey comb, beans, pumpkins, muffle, wild rice, and the like. We should embrace this, and we should embrace that brings us together, love and unity, no matter who you are or where you come from. Continue, teacher.
Let me see if Mahadin wants to read the last paragraph. Do you want to? Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Thank you, teacher. The amazing video below brings together native tribes and their beautiful native costumes to show us what they have done to come together, and we can too. Oh, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Good job.
Yeah. Sorry, teacher, because I cannot see properly.
No, it's okay. So work on the word actually.
Actually.
Unite.
Unite.
Good.
Actually unite. Thank you, teacher,
Yes.
for giving the correction.
So we do not need that illusion of past unity to actually unite people today. Instead, we can focus on values that apply to everyone, everybody, togetherness, generosity, and gratitude. And I just wanted to repeat that because it's a really good way of talking about what we're going to see in a minute. So this is 5 different tribes. You know how the tribes in Indian society, there are different tribes, kind of like we're different states or different nationalities. They're different tribes. And so they all have their own colors and their own maybe customs, although they're a lot more similar. and they could fight because they're different. But in this video, they choose to come together and they choose to show off their beauty. And the music is amazing. So some of these guys are real like singers. I think one of them is in the Black Eyed Peas. It's a famous group. And so they do very well with this video, and I will show it to you now. One world, one people. This is them today.
What I know, we are one. What I know, no, we are one. It all starts with the people. One people, we stand all together, one voice saying, yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Each one, reach one till we pull ourselves up, cause we all one fan.
We're all one
From the
family.
rest to the block, to the Perry, to the Rock, we connect that love. Cause the people with power feel the power of the people when we stand as one.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be indigenous, you heard of us. Max Heaven, the murderers, spreading the love with the water and earth. And the stand against hate, gotta know what the purpose is. We rise, the climate is changing, the signs of the times. It's time to start praying. Pray for the world and community. Prayers are more powerful when we're in unity.
What I know, we are one. What I know,
What I know.
we are one. Woke up today, hungry for a change, new path to take. Can't stay the same, it's been too long. Pointing out who's right or wrong, can you hear me out? All we need is a little bit of love. Take time to heal and it starts with us. Hand in hand, I put my trust. In one world, reunite, it's a must. Hold on to hope, we can overload. We can break the code with a single note. Sing out for the world to hear that our time is now, no more for tears. I looked into my son's eyes, a new day in a new light. Lift the veil and dwell so peaceful. Come together, one world, one people. What I know, we are one. What I know, no, we are one. It's who you are, it's who I am. We all bleed the same blood, yeah.
We all bleed the same blood.
We got beautiful differences, let me give you a peek. Over 500 tribes, but we all unique. And if we could not compete to eat, nothing could beat us. Jealousy is more dangerous than diabetes. See this unity? Imagine what it looked like. You would think we would do whatever it took, right? I would do anything for this good life. We could do anything if we unite. Come on.
Young native, you are my savior. So you're rare for our inspiration. From the block to your reservation. Any color, all my relations. From the basement, worldwide invasion. Every day we're painting our faces. Fighting back but learning our language. Dancing our dances, saying our prayers.
What I know, we are one. What I know, we are one.
We only got one world.
All we got is one voice, one choice, one earth, one love, one birth. We like to live. We like to live, yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
One people, we stand all together, one voice saying yes we can. Each one, reach one till we pull ourselves up, cause we all one fan. From the rest of the block to the Perry to the Rock, we connect that love. Cause the people with power feel the power of the people when we stand as one. What I know, we
Wow. What did you guys think? Orlando, you were smiling the whole time. Unmute yourself.
My microphone is, oh,
There you
sorry.
go. Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Tell
Sorry.
us, what do you think?
Yes, I was telling that transmit positive things, energies, and very contagious. I want
I
talking.
agree.
We are one.
Yes. What I know is we are one.
Yeah.
And then they were saying, you know, one life, one birth, one earth, you know, those kinds of things. And there are 5 tribes, like I said, and they have different colors of their clothing, different, you know, traditions, whatever. They came together, 5 different famous rappers, whatever, came together and make this video. So I think it was very cool. Any other comments?
Yeah, it's nice, teacher, because all the different 5, this one is a unity.
Yes,
You have a unity and
definitely.
lack of energy.
Did we need to understand every word of what they were saying? No, we didn't, because we
Yeah.
just felt it. We knew that they were saying, you know, good things, and they held up their fingers the whole time, you know, so we knew it was about unity. And when you're listening to a music that you don't understand, a language you don't understand, you don't need to understand everything. You just have to understand the message of the music.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a good start, and then you could go from there. But I love, you know, and those rappers that were singing really, really fast. If you want to learn those words, you can. You have to play it over and over and over again in slower speed so you can understand it. But it's fascinating how they use their words. I think it's an amazing talent to have. So, Victoria, what do you think?
I didn't see much because my cell phone charge battery that low.
Okay, well, you can go back and look at it later. It's on
But
my last link that I gave you, or I can put it on your YouTube, I mean on your WhatsApp if you want to. I can give you a direct link. You can look at it
Okay.
later.
Okay, but
Alright.
the very ending was very
Beautiful,
song-
right?
it was very beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's an amazing song. And so I don't know if Fredun is listening or if he wants to comment. I think he's busy with his shop. Any other comments?
I don't know how is there. I forgot what city you are.
Oh, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina.
So I don't know. Here in Brazil, our indigenous people lately have been having very trouble because of our government. What isn't good? It's terrible actually, and they have trouble with maintaining their place, their lands. So it's interesting to we talk about our discovery, but I realized earlier this year that I didn't know because I didn't learn in school our indigenous history. We only learn about the discovery from Brazil to the front, but the past, what we have before them came, we didn't
Yeah.
have.
So
We
you're
see
talking
that-
about the natives, the indigenous people that lived there before you came, right?
Yes,
Kind of like
Yes.
the Indians in America, right?
right.
It's always
And-
interesting to see.
Yes, and our reference of Indians is your Indians. It wasn't ours
Right?
because we don't know the history of them. Lately, I have been following some of those indigenous natives from
Mhm.
Brazil and
Right.
get to know a little bit more about
Okay.
their side of the story. And that's
Yeah.
very cool because I did realize that we only learn one side of the story.
That's right. That's right.
Usually
And-
the winner.
Yeah, usually the winner. You're funny, but you're right. Because we've always said it's Thanksgiving Day, right? And then lately, you know, with all the political correctness and everybody wanting to look into history of everything, people renamed it Indigenous Peoples Day. Like, that's a lot harder to say, but that's okay. So that some people call Thanksgiving Indigenous Peoples Day. So I guess it just gives them a highlight, you know, gives them a chance to say their side. So any other comments before we go? Fredun, you're on mute if you want to say something, but I know you're talking to someone. Would you like to say anything?
No. Me, you know, I have two friends. They are sitting here. They're very bad boy. They're very bad boy. They speak and don't let me to listen to you. Yes.
Okay, well, that's okay. You can always go back and watch the recording. So any other comments before we go?
No,
I
I don't
really
have anything for.
appreciate, Professor, and
Yes.
the dedication give of the opportunity to practice interact is so very nice. So thank you for that. That is my comment. A part of the
You're
beautiful
welcome.
video that you showed.
Yes, yes. And I would love for you to connect with me outside of this and we can talk more. Anyone else have any comments? All right. Thank you for coming, guys. I will see you next week. I'll be here at 10 o'clock again. I think it's a good time for everybody.
Thank you so much,
So,
teacher.
Hope you had a great week and hope you have a good week coming up.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you so much,
Good
guys.
Bye-bye.
And nice to
Thank
see you
you.
again. Next
Thank
week.
you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.